understand this, and if you can't stomach the volatility, it is like Bitcoin, right? Then stay out of it. No?
Stay out of it.
You don't have to go to that party.
But
there's a question, that's coming from Crazy Crux, who is asking, are there any AI stocks to explore in Indian markets like Nvidia? You know, मेरे हिसाब से नहीं है. Chip stories in India.
Chip stories still in nascent stage.
I think only semiconductor will be something to watch out for with CG Power, Keynes investing. Those are the only two listed companies that have decided to invest.
And maybe in the future Tata Electronics
comes. Future also. But for Keynes, like today we saw stock getting hammered because of
I want to come to you on that, but just one small point here. For these businesses also, we don't know what percentage of their business will be the semiconductor business as well, right? So in some sense, trying to predict that they will benefit if indeed the semiconductor demand goes to the roof again. Yes, they will benefit, but the extent of that, I don't know. But actually, so do you want to Keynes पे बात करें, stock 18% नीचे आज.
Yeah, and I think
कल भी गिरा था ना.
Yeah, well, expectations of a strong result. I think EMS valuations have been high, so there was a 56% growth expectations coming at 30. And margins have come in. So while order book, everything has done well. I think the one part was guidance, which you spoke to the management about it. They've cut their guidance for this year, and I think with EMS,
100 crore.
Since 100 crore, exactly. From 3,000 it's come to 28,900.
He said 28 or 2900.
And that has been one thing because
उस 100 crore में से कितना market cap गिरा?
5,000 crore.
काफी ऊपर गया था.
And the stock is around 40% in this 1 month. And I think within EMS it's interesting that Amber reported results, it did well. Dixon reported good results, it fell 14% because they're going to semiconductor components now. So
I think a huge investment which is there.
Yes, and so market is valuing what you're doing currently. So Amber has said, I will stick to room air conditioners, I will go into components, and that's visible because penetration of AC is low. So that has done well. But on the other side, PG Electroplast is getting hammered on the other side, down from 1,000 levels to 600. That does ACs as well. Still not working out.
But ये मुझे बता, इसमें demand factor कितना है? Because consumption demand अभी समझ शुरू होने वाले हैं, ACs demand आने वाले हैं. But are we going to see the same kind of demand which we saw last year? Because last year there was excessive heat wave.
So inventory was the biggest thing. Inventory was at an all-time low last year. Now it has built up to roughly around 30 to 40% levels. That's what management have indicated. So the growth this year is going to be very strong, and they are.
But the only demand is the issue.
Yes, so they are expecting another good season, strong season, not comparatively to last year, but they are expecting another strong summer season.
पर high base पे करेंगे ना ये?
It will be on a high base, but it's. I think this year again.
High base पे growth का issue होगा ना?
होना ही चाहिए. So actually, I don't know whether Bimal Parekh का question EMS पे या markets पे, but let's assume दोनों पे answer करने की try करते हैं. पहले EMS पे try करते हैं. So Bimal Parekh is asking, does it make sense to buy at these valuations when there is no growth or less growth? I'm presuming in EMS case, lower growth than before. Maybe.
Lower growth.
Yes, is it true?
So while growth for this year he has hampered, Keynes Technology specifically, like you said, 3,000 ka 2,800 revenue, he still maintained his guidance for FY26, and he said on the conference call right now at 11:15, this is delayed revenue. This is not revenue lost.
Okay.
So it will come in FY26, and they have 50% growth guidance for next year.
Order delay.
Order delay. So the new segments like railways, Kavach orders haven't come in. They are still, qualifying for that. So they are not qualified, but that is not. Medical devices have not come in yet orders. Industrial segment is the only one that's driven the growth, and there you see that 30% growth. But overall, they're still expecting 4,500 crores, so 50% growth in FY26, and last quarter में semiconductor revenue आएगा. So it might not
last quarter of FY26.
FY26, so more 5 quarters to go, but it's not as far-fetched.
बहुत ही aggressive projections.
But it's a space that is.
But will you be able to achieve that? I mean, that's the question.
See, you can. We asked this management twice on air today.
Yeah, I know. I heard
reiterated that.
Yeah, but problem ये है कि सारे management ऐसे H1 से पहले तो बोल रहे थे ना कि H2 सही होगा.
नहीं, but ये specific number पे बोल रहा है Sajeet. So then you tend to give it the benefit of choice because hitherto Keynes has not missed out on the guidance.
Yes, not too much. Right? And while revenue slightly lower compared, he's mentioned that first half was slower than we expected because of elections, other reasons. And he for 4,500 is for FY26. He said he'll do 8,000 crores in FY28. So he's given forward guidance till an extent that he'll go into PCBs also, he'll go into semicon. But I feel the market is rewarding players like Amber because you can see the products getting into market over the next.
There's one more small point to this thing, and then I'll try and answer Bimal's question as well on the markets wide. But for some of these EMS companies, it is relatively easier to believe the projections. Why?
Yes.
Because of the PLI benefits that they've got.
They have to meet that, ना?
They have to meet that. So their commitment है तो उनको पता है कि ये तो करना ही है मुझे.
मुझे इतना PLI लेना तो इतना revenue top line करना ही है.
इतना मैंने backend पे tie करके रखा है contract. So therefore, it will make me a really big skeptic if I start doubting what a Dixon or an EMS are guiding for years at large.
Yes.
Because 5 साल का
quarter or two. Yes.
उन्होंने 5 साल का PLI तो बता के रखना कि मुझे इतना PLI मिलेगा 5 साल में, हर साल इतना ग्रेजुएट.
The only thing which you spoke to the management of Keynes was they are expecting 1,000 crores of revenues in Q4, so that's immediate. And that's a 60-70% growth. That is the only.
But he's
100% confident.
100% confident.
But he'll also have to meet 16% EBITDA in Q4 to meet the full year guidance of 15%.
Which also I think he said
he's saying he's 100% confident. He's quoting on that aspect.
I would give you the benefit of doubt.
Yeah. Because of execution capabilities over the last 2 years.
Also, you're committing on a national television. You will not love so much like that, right? But sorry, just one question. Actually, two questions rolled in.